The big issue I had and a lot of people had back then is we didn't know what the fuck to do. All right, we'd look up content, whether it's in terms of improving your life, improving your social skills, improving your relationships, whatever it is, there just wasn't the content. So the whole focus is, how do you do it? Now guess what? Here in 2019, is there the content? Yes, there's probably too much content. Half of YouTube, you know? It's like, there's so much fucking content, that's not your problem. And right now, I can guarantee that most of you know exactly what to do to take your life to that next level, but your problem isn't the how-to, it's why am I not executing the how-to? Most questions that people ask me, they already know the answer. For real, they're like, oh, Julien, like any question you have here, like, Julien, how do you do this? It's like, you already know the answer. The reason you're asking it is for me to confirm that answer because they don't have authority over themselves. They don't believe that little voice inside saying, it's this, but you all know the answer. So the question is, why aren't you doing it? You know, if say some of you, your goal might be to lose some weight, right? You know, I want to lose a little weight, add a little tone to my body. Do you know what to do? Yep. You ever find that fascinating, by the way, with the fitness industry? Such a big industry. However, we all pretty much know what the fuck to do if you want to get a little bit more in shape, right? Stop eating the burger and go to the gym. That's it. Is it magic?
No.
No. Are any of you surprised by this? Like, wait a minute, don't eat the hamburger? Like, if the burger comes, choose the salad. Is anyone surprised that a salad might make you slim out more than eating a fucking McDonald's burger? Anyone surprised here? No, right? Is anyone surprised that going to the gym might help add some definition to your body? No, right? So for any of you here, and that's your goal, health, I want to lose a little weight, get some tone, you know what the fuck to do. Most of the world knows what to do, right? If we did a poll in the street, hey, McDonald's or salad, which one adds more fat? Everyone would fucking know. So the question is, why are you not doing it? Why are you not executing on that? The same with trying to increase your income. You know one easy way anyone can increase their income? Assuming you like dogs or cats, on your free time, during your free time, go fucking walk dogs. Real dogs, all right? Go walk them. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's not gonna make you millions, but you're gonna make more than you are now, right? It's quite fascinating. Like, assuming you're in a routine where you're making enough to just live and sustain your current lifestyle, all of you have the capability to quickly make a little bit more money than you are, right? Say on the weekends, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go walk dogs. There's a website called rover.com, and I know it because I have a dog. Literally, rover.com. And you can walk dogs, you can watch dogs, you can go house sit at someone's place and just take care of their fucking dogs, and it pays pretty damn well for what it is, right? What do you have to do? Just chill at someone's house. They might pay you $80 per night, and guess what? From the house, your only responsibility is watch the dog. Take your computer with you. Now you have Wi-Fi. Then you can do the old Gary Vee thing where you buy something on eBay for cheaper and sell it for more. You know? Now guess what? Those two things suddenly increase your cash. We all have so many more like opportunities in terms of money making that we're just not executing on. You want to know another thing you could do? Here's a great challenge. Go for 1 week on half your budget. Whatever it is you're spending now, audit it, write it down, and then give yourself a challenge. You know what? Can I survive 1 week spending half of that amount? And try. Now, that doesn't mean stay like that forever, but it will definitely show you where you're spending money where it's not probably giving that return, where you don't need to be spending it. So the question here is, why aren't we doing it? Right? Why don't we apply it? Why is it that, you know, all that great advice we hear, it sounds cool, and what happens in the self-help world, you get addicted on just hearing cool stuff, but you don't apply it. You know, I know people who literally surf through YouTube, watching videos, hoping to hear the next cool new idea. And they just collect ideas. Haven't heard that one before, great. But they don't apply any of it. Most people who are in self-help, you know, that's just their Netflix. But their life doesn't really change. They just know a lot of things. They'll be able to quote they'll be able to quote Gary Vee, but they don't apply it. You want to know why? Because although we think that failure is so scary and so bad, you know what's scarier? Success. That's way too fucking scary. Why? Because we believe it's not congruent to who we are. And this, once you accept it, will open the doors to you changing who you are and changing your life. Except that right now, you believe that you don't deserve success. If you did, you'd be fucking successful. Right now, you don't believe it. There might be parts of you that believe it, but not all that is you. There's a lot of stuff inside that might be telling you, you don't deserve that. That's not you. You're not part of the cool kids. You're not part of the successful people. You're not part of the healthy people. And if you do an audit on your life, the situation you're in, the things, let's just say the norm, you can go back, say, a few years and just look at the norm, do an audit. Look at how much money you've had over the past few years in your bank account, on average. Look at your health over the past few years, on average. And that average is what you think you deserve in life. That's your comfort zone in life. Okay. Now, what are you probably thinking? That's not true. I wouldn't be here. I'm here to try to get more. But until you acknowledge that, nothing will change, and you will just keep being pulled back to what you think you deserve. Your core identity. Who you believe you are at a core. This is me, and this is what I deserve when it comes to my health, wealth, and relationships. Anything more than that is not for me. This is where self-sabotage kicks in. Beneath this point, it's all good. Okay? In terms of socializing, this is when you become stifled. Right? If you talk to someone you believe is on the same level as you, same league as you, you don't run out of things to say. You don't get nervous. You talk to someone you believe you're outside their league, you don't run out of things to say. It's just kind of natural. But suddenly, when you talk to someone you believe is outside your league, you freak out. That's not me. Does not compute. Not for me. Go back to what I know. Push success away. We do this when it comes to health. This is why people go on little health sprints. They know the thing. It's like, oh, don't eat the burger. Go to the gym. They do it. And then after a while, this is not for me. This is not the lifestyle for me. And they find a way back to what they know. Okay? And the same with money. You've all heard about the lottery winners who win and they spend it all. And we all think they're so dumb, right? That's what I thought for years. I was like, why is it that only stupid people win the lottery? It was fascinating. I'm like, man, I can't wait for the day that someone who's smart wins because they would keep it. No, they all lose it. Why? That's not for me. If someone gave you more money than you're used to getting, here's the little test, okay? Here you have a certain amount that you're used to getting and a certain lifestyle. If suddenly someone gave you an extra 10K, boom. What's the first thing that's going to go through your mind? What can I spend this on now? To go back to what I know. And it'll be subtle, by the way. I've experienced this. When I first started making more money, the first thing that went through my mind is, I need to spend this now. And literally, because I was traveling, I couldn't buy that much. Like I could fill my suitcase and that was it. And I just start scrolling through Amazon, looking for things that I needed, but that I didn't know that I needed yet. If you've ever done that, you're kind of scrolling like, is there anything I need? Anything that pops up that I'll realize I need? That is the ultimate form of like trying to go back to what you know. You don't have to spend the money. There's nothing you really need. It's like, oh, it's Amazon Prime Day. Got to scroll through and find something. Insane, right? Some of the questions you want to ask yourself is, number one, why do you hate success? Why is success bad? Why is success scary? Why don't you deserve success? Why is that not for you? And the hardest part here will be to get past the autopilot. Success is for me. Okay? Of course it is. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm saying track the parts of you that believe it's not for you. Does this make sense? You seem quite confused with the glasses. Yes? Yeah. Okay. So what's something you're trying to achieve that for some reason you keep self-sabotaging on?
I've been dating, I guess.
Okay. So why is dating, or say dating a better partner not for you? Why don't you deserve a better partner? Or why don't you deserve, if you're someone, by the way, who just doesn't even get a partner, why don't you deserve a partner at all? Why? And again, autopilot, of course I do. Yes, you do. You want to put that aside. These are the type of questions you want to let go of all judgment around it and play the devil's advocate. It's like, if I were to guess, why don't I? Okay, well, there's one. I don't have enough money. Okay, so there's, for example, a belief that until you address it, until you do something about it, whether it's resolve it or even talk to it or let go of it, that's going to keep running you. And it doesn't matter what. It's like you could be going amazingly well. At some point, you're going to push it away because you're like, I don't deserve it because I don't have enough money to belong here. It's like this whole I don't belong, imposter syndrome. Anyone ever experienced that, the imposter thing, even when it's going well? Like, oh, it's going well. Oh my God, right? What if she sees who I truly am? Insane. Okay, so once more, why don't I deserve it? Why is it not for me? Why is it scary? Why is it bad? Okay, a big reason is, going back to this, it challenges who you think you are. If you think you're a loser and you get success, who are you? If I'm not a loser, who am I? Okay, you can also examine different beliefs, like the money. One that a lot of people have is, I can't handle success. I can't handle the responsibility and the pressure that comes with being successful. I'm an irresponsible person. Look how lazy I am. I'm not doing this. If I'm not doing that, how the fuck could I handle more? Right? And if you believe success equals more responsibility, you're going to push it away because you can't handle more responsibility. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about the 1%? Give me a word. 1% equals?
All the money. Powerful.
All right. Great words. All right. So here's what came up. 1% equals Donald Trump. Okay? Donald Trump, evil. Right? Sleazy. So on and so forth. And that's actually what's pumped in the media. You think 1%, you actually think that, like, oh, horrible politicians, business, the people are ruining the world. Fuck the 1%. Right? Now, are there evil, greedy, sleazy people, so on and so forth, in the 1%? Of fucking course. However, what you have to examine here is what that's doing to you. Right? The more you hate on the 1%, and the more you condition yourself to believing that money equals evil, money equals Donald Trump, money equals sleazy. Do you want to be an evil, sleazy person? Do you?
No.
Does anyone here want to be an evil, sleazy person?
No.
No. So you're going to push money away. And you're like, well, why am I not making more money? Because there's a part of you that's like, because you don't want to be sleazy. That's why. There's always a payoff to everything you do. Okay? If this clicks, there's always a payoff to everything you do. It'll change your fucking life. Right now, whatever situation you're in, whatever life situation you're in, whatever friends you have, whatever amount of success you have is actually what you want. Everything you hate about your life, you secretly love it. Or you do something about it. So examine that with everything, not just money. Examine it with, say, your dating life. Examine it with whatever you're going after. What's scary or bad about it? Right? Why don't I want that? Here's another one. We think that becoming successful means being very serious and being very disciplined. No? It's like, hey, I know what it takes to be successful. I got to discipline myself, have a strict routine every single day, right? I watch all those hustle videos, every minute of the day better be dedicated to something productive. There better be an ROI to every second of my existence, right? I know that. However, I kind of like chilling from time to time, right? I don't want my life to just be this serious discipline, just torture and drag, right? So I guess success is not for me, right? It's crazy. We think, oh, if I get successful, then that's my life. Do I want that life? No. A part of you is like, you can't handle that. That's not fun. Who would want that? And self-sabotage kicks in. To really do this, okay, it's like playing the devil's advocate, asking yourself those questions, okay, and never judge the questions. You want to be successful? Change it to just asking whatever it takes to bring up that data. So here's one. Say, for example, you're that person who you never received much affection from your father. Okay? The question you should ask yourself there is, why does your father not love you, and why is it your fault? Now, is that true? Why is it entirely your fault? Fuck no, it's not true. But what are you doing? You're speaking the language of the part of you that believes it. And then you just let, I like that. I'm going to add that soundtrack to every video from now on. I'm like, pause. I'm like, it's like, You know, but it's true. It's like,
That's the power of the imagination.
you know? Okay. But it's true. It's like you got to speak that language. It's like those parts of you that's like, you're a piece of shit. That little voice in the background, right? That voice we all have. If you sit down and you're just quiet for too long, it starts seeping in. You just can't stand yourself. That's a voice to talk to. Get to know that voice. Ask it. Hey, why are you stifling me? That's literally the question. If you go out and you feel stifled around someone, instead of trying to battle through it, ask that part of you, why are you doing this to me? For real. Ask it. That energy. We all have it, right? You can even try recalling it here. That stifled energy, that, right? Ask it. Be like, why are you doing this? What's the payoff? What's the goal? And what you'll realize is that all those parts of you are always on your side. That's what I'm saying. There's always a payoff. It could be like, well, I'm protecting you. That's why I'm stifling you. I'm protecting you because, you know what? When you were 5, you were unstifled and kids mocked you in school. And remember how horrible that felt? So I'm still here to protect you so you don't feel that again. And then you got to say, well, I'm not 5 no more. You know? However, it's like that's the type of focus and conversation you must have. You must dive into that. Dive into those parts of you that are pulling you in an opposite direction. If you feel yourself being pulled in 2 directions, I want to go here, ball and chain. Want to go here, ball and chain. Talk to the ball and chain. You know, you see couples counseling, right? It's like for example, like I'll show up, girls show up, and we'll sit down, and she'll be like, she does this, and she's like, well, he does that, and the counselor's like, calm down, and they get the 2 people to talk, right? It's like, oh, she never does the dishes, or he never does the dishes, and they start fighting. It's like, calm down, couple. You got to do that with you and yourself. Get them on the same page. That's really what's happening. There's like the stifled you, that energy that stifles you, and then there's you who's like, no, I want to talk. Become your own counselor. Be like, okay, people, what the fuck's going on here? Are we going for it, or are we being stifled? You, why are you want to go for it? Okay, you, why are you stifling him? What's going on? Well, we stifled him because, you know, he was a pussy when he was 4. All right. What do you got to say about that? Well, it was very scary. It's like, could you agree to give him maybe another chance? Right? Maybe, okay. Can you agree that, you know, maybe don't be a pussy? So, okay. Now they're on the same page, and now you take action. Right? Become the own counselor. The same with the self-hate that kicks in. It's like you're sitting here, and suddenly there's that little voice like, you piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. It's like, whoa, third person. Why are you attacking him? Right? You and yourself. Why are you attacking yourself? Why is you attacking yourself? What did yourself do? Okay. Again, it might sound a little wacky, but this is why 99% of people don't get results and just stagnate and use self-help or dating as just pure mental masturbation. Okay? And I used to think that too. I was the person who always thought the more action you took, the more effort you took, the more you blasted through, the more techniques you knew, the more success you would get. That's what I always thought. But it's not true. You keep feeling that force that pulls you back, and no matter how much effort you put in, you can't escape that force until you face it and do something about it. Okay? And this is why I've been talking forever at this point about letting go. It's an inward journey. The solution's not out there. You already have the how-to. You have all the information that's out there. The solution is inside. It's facing those demons inside of you.